Tornadoes cut a deadly path through 4 southern states, and now thousands are faced with the daunting task of rebuilding. Please join me in helping them. Donate today to News 3 Now's Tornado Relief Telethon and send hope to a place that's near and dear to my heart.
Exciting news for Badgers fans. Wisconsin's volleyball team heading to the championships after beating the undefeated Louisville Cardinals. And a chance to bring hope to the southern states impacted by last week's deadly tornadoes. We'll explain how you can help. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. This is News 3 Now at noon. I'm McKenna Alexander. The Badgers volleyball team inching closer to a championship title. In 5 sets, Wisconsin took down the previously undefeated #1 seed Louisville. Anna Smark led the way for the Badgers with 20 kills. Sydney Hilley, 58 assists, and Lauren Barnes finished with 19 digs. Wisconsin now advances to Saturday's finale against Nebraska at 6:30. The Badgers have already won 7 straight matches against the Huskers. Let's head to the Weather Center now, where meteorologist Austin Kopniski has a look at your certified most accurate forecast.
That's exciting news for the Badgers, and not so exciting news here locally if you're looking for large snowfall amounts before Christmas actually rolls around. Still do have a few chances, but we're really falling into a dry pattern over the next few days. It's currently 29 degrees outside, still some sunshine, but mostly cloudy skies not too far away. We're likely going to end today with mostly cloudy skies, but thankfully our 24-hour temperature change is minimal for today. We have finally balanced out around where we should be, and we're also pretty close to average with most of us in the upper 20s and even some low 30s. Still some chillier spots, however. Wisconsin Dells at 24, and it's even much cooler up north. Black River Falls right now just at 20 degrees on the dot. Now our wind speeds have calmed down as well, so it's not necessarily too warm like what we saw earlier this week, but it's also not nearly as windy. Just 5 to 10 miles per hour for today, and later on in the afternoon we're still going to see temperatures rising to those lower 30s with mostly cloudy skies moving through. A small chance for a few flurries here and there, but what about those snow chances for Christmas? We do have some updates, and I'll detail all that coming up a little bit later on.
All right, thanks, Austin. New at noon, crews are investigating a crash on I-90-94 that caused severe traffic backups. It happened in the westbound lane of the interstate on the Columbia and Sauk County line around 9:30 this morning. DOT cameras showed a semi-trailer down the embankment with debris scattered across the highway. Traffic was backed up for several miles. It's still unclear what caused the incident or if anyone was injured. Officials have identified 3 people who were killed in a crash on Cottage Grove Road earlier this week. Investigators say 68-year-old Mark Berliski and 38-year-old David Hanaway died at the scene, while 66-year-old Kathy Berliski later died at a hospital. Witnesses told investigators Hanaway appeared to be driving 60 miles per hour westbound on Cottage Grove Road before running a red light and striking the Berliski's vehicle. A 4th person in the crash was hospitalized but is expected to be all right. That person was in the car with Hanaway and told Madison police Hanaway seemed emotionally distraught before the incident. That crash remains under investigation. Over in Milwaukee now, 7 children and 3 adults are in the hospital after a duplex fire. Around 11 last night, the fire started in one of the homes before quickly spreading to the other. Firefighters rescued 2 children who were trying to jump to safety from a 2nd-floor balcony. All 10 people who were rescued are currently in stable condition.
With extremely heavy fire blowing out the 1st floor front and children trapped on the roof line over the porch directly above the fire, and they were literally enveloped and trapped in fire at that moment.
Crews are still investigating what caused that fire. A former Minnesota police officer took the stand today facing manslaughter charges. During a traffic stop in April, Kim Potter shot Dwante Wright, who later died from his injuries. Potter says the shooting was an accident. She thought she was holding her taser, though prosecutors argue the act was due to negligence. Roger Stone sat before the House Select Committee for his deposition hearing today. Stone is being investigated for his role in the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. After that hearing, Stone told reporters he invoked his 5th Amendment rights to every question the committee asked. The CDC is no longer recommending the one-shot Johnson & Johnson vaccine because of a link to rare blood clots. The reported Omicron cases have so far been mild. Experts warn every precaution should still be taken to prevent any infection. Now, this comes as across the country, many hospitals already at a breaking point due to winter surges from the Delta variant. Here in Wisconsin, just over 4% of ICU beds currently available.
Have a lot of hospital workers, nurses and doctors and ICU staff calling in sick at home because they have symptomatic COVID, that's going to really tax an already strained health system.
Dr. Anthony Fauci noting there is good news, though saying at this point there's no need for a variant-specific booster. President Biden's nearly $2 trillion social spending and climate plan remains in limbo as Congress heads toward holiday recess. The legislation could be stalled until after the new year, with reports of talks breaking down between the White House and a key Senate vote. Natalie Brand has the latest on those negotiations.
President Biden returned to the state that helped propel him to the White House, delivering the commencement address at Congressman Jim Clyburn's alma mater, South Carolina State University.
I'm here to congratulate you, but also to let you know that your country, and this is not hyperbole, is counting on you. They're counting on you.
The president and Senate Democrats are reiterating emphasis on voting rights legislation, while other legislative priorities remain stalled ahead of Christmas.
We must pass the Freedom to Vote Act and the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. We must. And we're going to keep up the fight until we get it done.
But to pass voting rights in the 50-50 Senate, lawmakers would likely have to make a significant rule change to move forward with just a simple majority.
Changing the structure of the Senate in order to try to achieve a partisan advantage is a mistake for the Senate and a mistake for the country.
Some moderate Democrats have also expressed reluctance to change the Senate's filibuster rules.
Just because Republicans will not join us does not mean Democrats will stop fighting on this issue.
As for the plan to pass the Democratic social spending and climate bill before leaving for the holidays, the White House acknowledges that likely won't happen until next year. In a statement, the president said he and his team are continuing to have discussions with West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin, a key Democratic vote, but a source familiar tells CBS News those talks have been going poorly, with the two Democrats far apart. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
And in another blow to Democratic leaders, the Senate parliamentarian has ruled against including an immigration provision to the social spending bill. The provision would have allowed undocumented immigrants to apply for work permits and protections from deportation. FedEx officials say the labor shortage cost the company almost $500 million last quarter. Now, even though the carrier's revenue was up nearly $3 billion, the $470 million in higher cost kept its adjusted income essentially unchanged. Those costs were fueled by FedEx paying drivers and outside trucking companies more money to deliver packages. Company executives, though, are optimistic, saying higher salaries and more flexibility for drivers are resulting in more applicants. Christmas is still more than a week away, but holiday air travel is already beginning. The TSA says it screened over 2 million people yesterday. Now, that's the highest number since December 5th. A total of 20 to 21 million people are predicted to fly between December 23rd and January 3rd. United Airlines in particular believes its busiest time will be between now and next Thursday. And if you're one of those looking to travel this holiday, experts say you may want to consider exchanging credit card points for business or first-class airline seats. And that's because business travel is still lagging, so availability for reward travel is higher than it typically is.
Now's a great time to fly business class because business travelers are not buying those expensive seats, which means airlines have them available for frequent flyer redemption, and you can get them for a fraction of what it would cost paying cash.
He recommends signing up for credit cards with big bonuses to give you a boost toward a better seat. There's more to come on News 3 Now at noon, including sending hope to the South. Our own Chris Reese explains how you can help communities affected by last week's deadly tornadoes.
Celebrate the grand opening of Steinhoffel's newest furniture and mattress superstore now in Downers Grove. All of our stores are celebrating with 35% off the largest selection of in-stock furniture and mattresses, plus amazing deals throughout the entire store. For over 87 years, Steinhoffel's has been helping our customers create the homes of their dreams. So visit any of our stores to join in the celebration and save big. Only at Steinhoffel's and Steinhoffels.com.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
It just gives you such a boost of confidence.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. And when we first released Plexiderm, our mission was to help people reduce the appearance of their wrinkles and under eye bags in minutes with a simple serum. After 2 years of reading thousands of reviews, I realized Plexiderm changes people on the inside. It improves their lives dramatically.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. That was me a couple of years ago when I first tried Plexiderm. I think it just exuded this confidence. Really, there are no other options. Plexiderm is the only thing that works. It was life-changing. It was the best decision I ever made. Still using it.
The Plexiderm effect is more than shrinking under eye bags from view. It's more than getting rid of the appearance of crow's feet. It's more than saying goodbye to the look of those 11 lines between your eyes. The real effect of Plexiderm is self-confidence. It's celebrating this holiday season with friends and family, knowing that you look and feel your best. So join us in 2021 and take the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge and look in the mirror and say, wow, I feel great.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. And yet, when you look in the mirror, what you see necessarily isn't what you feel inside. Plexiderm, it fixes all that. It makes you feel as good outside as you do inside.
Take the Plexiderm 10-minute challenge and see real results. Guaranteed. Try it for only $14.95 this holiday season at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Habitat homes are built and bought by the hardworking families that live in them. Through affordable mortgages backed by your donations, Habitat Dane County offers a chance for these families to invest in their future and their community. Please donate or volunteer today.
For the past week, we've shown you the devastation left behind in Kentucky and its surrounding states. The Kentucky governor saying he expects it will take months, if not years, to fully recover. Now, our own Chris Reese lived in Western Kentucky for a good portion of his life and worked with the Red Cross this week to organize a virtual fundraiser that we're proud to be a part of. Chris, why don't you go ahead and tell us about this effort?
Yeah, absolutely. We're working with the American Red Cross to really send some relief down to some of those parts of Kentucky that were certainly devastated by the tornadoes that we had last weekend. And for me, this is important. I lived in Kentucky for 15 years out of 27. And 4 of those have been in Wisconsin. The other years were spent in Texas, but Kentucky is a big part of home. I lived in Lexington, yes. I lived in Louisville, yes, but then Bowling Green, Western Kentucky. That's where I went to college. It's where I started my career in this industry as well. So I'm really connected to that area. And to be honest, in Bowling Green, one of the things we often talked about in the meteorology department was just what it would be like if a tornado were to come through, because it had never happened before. But as meteorologists, we knew that those types of streaks come to an end. You can never say something's never happened before in the weather sometimes. So we're raising money, and we're really trying to get some relief down to those folks. And this is Kyle Kriegel from the American Red Cross, and I'd love for you to tell us about it.
Sure. Again, we are saddened, the Red Cross is saddened by such loss of life and the devastation that has occurred down there. You know, this fundraising effort that we're doing today, I again want to thank you and the station for doing this virtual telethon. You know, we've got over 500 Red Cross volunteers that are deployed down there that are on the ground providing you know, support and comfort. We've got over 14 Red Cross shelters with our that we're providing assistance to, and we're doing lots of meals and snacks, so well over 7,500 meals and snacks that we provided to folks down there that have been devastated. And that's why today this telethon is so vital. Your support is needed to help with items like what we have here displayed, like a Red Cross blanket, you know, to give warmth and comfort to those that are impacted by this disaster.
You know, a lot of people really want to donate toys or donate clothes. They often want to make those physical donations, but one of the things we're trying to stress is that the monetary donation is actually a much greater demand and goes a lot further. Talk about what those dollars go to and why the monetary donation is so much more important.
It really is the best way to give, because you know, that goes directly to those folks to help with their recovery efforts right away. Whether it's, you know, we provide blankets, cleanup kits, comfort kits, to provide them that comfort to get them started right away. It goes right to those communities and helps them get on the road to recovery. So it's so critical to give financially. It really helps with the efforts, and any amount can help, whether it's, you know, small or large. That all helps to help support those folks.
And I'm sure there's someone at home that says, you know, I want to give, I want to support, but I can't do so financially. What can they do?
Yeah, good question. One of the things that we've also said too with this is that if you can't give financially, make an appointment and give blood. Blood is such a precious product to help people with, you know, when they're in need. And because of this storm, we've had to cancel a lot of our drives down there. And so by giving blood, you're helping not only support, you know, communities potentially up here, but also down there with your blood donation. So, and we do have lots of blood drives that are coming up, and would urge folks, again, you go to redcrossblood.org to make an appointment today.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Kyle. And if you are looking to donate, go to channel3000.com. We'll have links that take you right to the website. You can't miss them. If you want to go to the website directly, that is redcross.org/news3now, and you can donate there. We've been watching the donations this morning, and I'm really excited to share this because just in that 3-hour span of the morning show, we were able to raise almost $10,000. Well, we have gone past $10,000 now. As I looked just before the segment, it was at $12,607. But of course, we are looking for that number to continue this morning. So again, channel3000.com. It'll take you right to where you need to go, or you can also go to redcross.org/news3now. But we're going to continue to be here all day. I was here this morning. I'm here now, and we'll continue this conversation at 4, 5, 6, and even 10 o'clock. McKenna?
Yeah, an incredible amount already raised for such a big cause. Thanks so much for putting this together. It's really, really great what you're doing.
My pleasure.
Well, there's still more ahead, including Pam Janke from the Midwest Farm Report. Plus, Austin will have your complete forecast for the weekend when we return.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Right now, get the chicken garlic pizza for just $12. Papa Murphy's.
Guys, do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? Now there's great news. Peak Performance for Men will help you regain your performance and confidence naturally. Peak Performance for Men uses an advanced form of acoustic wave therapy, clinically shown to open up and regrow blood vessels, restoring normal and natural functionability where it counts most. There are no needles, no surgery, and best of all, no pain. Call now and receive an ultrasound, your initial consultation, all for free, and over $300 value. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
With Dad's arthritis, he needs extra help around the house, so I called a Grace. Yes, a Grace. With their agent home service, he can stay at home.
That's where I want to spend these months. With hospice care from a Grace, I can stay home with my dog and my grandkids and their laughter.
I had no idea laughter could be a part of my life again after Joe died. But through a Grace, I found hope and healing.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
Now at Century House. Give $50 or more to charity and receive $400 off stressless Mayfair recliners and office chairs, $200 off any stressless recliner and office chair, and $200 off each stressless sofa seat. Don't wait. It's time for stressless. Donate and save at the Century House, 3420 University Avenue in Madison.
To change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Right now, get the chicken garlic pizza for just $12. Papa Murphy's.
Saturday morning, we'll be previewing the UW volleyball team's national championship game in Columbus.
And we're going to be looking at snow flurry chances for our Saturday morning. We'll give you the forecast tomorrow morning.
News 3 Now's Call for Action team advocates for you.
asking the right questions.
You hope to make that right.
And getting results.
They sent a water heater the next day after you made the call.
Call for action, only on News 3 Now.
The Farm Report is sponsored by Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Let's go ahead and check in now with Pam Yonke from the Midwest Farm Report. Pam, how are you doing today?
Better today than I was earlier this week. The wind settled down finally, which was good news. Boy, it was windy yesterday out at the Hinchley Dairy Farm just outside of Cambridge. U.S. Ag Secretary Tom Vilsack made a stop there to talk in part about some revisions that have been made to the dairy margin coverage program, including an escalated payback to dairy farmers who are facing some really expensive feed in 2022. While he was there, he also noted that he's pretty impressed with the Dairy Business Innovation Alliance. That's headquartered here in Madison. And what it's designed to do is it's a partnership between the Center for Dairy Research and the Wisconsin Cheesemakers Association. They look for good ideas in on-farm practices and ways to diversify on-farm income. And they've administered grants to about 38 farms and agribusinesses across Wisconsin, Illinois, Iowa, Minnesota, and South Dakota. Vilsack said he's so impressed with the Dairy Business Innovation Alliance here in Wisconsin, he wants to use it as a model for other commodities in other areas of the countryside. So that was a kind of a nice story to bring. Unfortunately, two other stories I've got to bring to you. John Romiak, the executive director of the Wisconsin FFA Foundation, is stepping away from that post. He'll accept a new job in calendar year 2022. So now they're on the hunt for their next executive director. And good luck to Darlene Arneson, longtime advocate for literacy in agriculture. She was our coordinator for Wisconsin Ag in the classroom through the Wisconsin Farm Bureau Federation. She's on to greener pastures, and they too are looking for a new coordinator. Today in Chicago, the barrel cheese drops a penny and a half down to 163. 40-pound block cheese down 3 3/4 cents at 188 3/4, and the AA butter still a 1/4 cent higher at 209 1/4 per pound. Looks like there's still some holiday baking going out there. People still on the search for butter.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks so much, Pam. All right, let's go ahead and check back in on Austin for a full look at your forecast. Austin?
And the forecast right now is, I'd say, looking pretty good to go outside, but we're going to see more and more cloud cover over the next few hours. So the sunshine that we still do have outside, we're still hanging on to some peaks of sun, not going to be around all day long, but we've seen some sun early this morning, so it really wasn't a bad start to the day. But we're actually going to see seasonably cold temperatures, and it's going to stay seasonably cold here. We don't really have major spikes or dips in temperatures coming up, and we're looking to stay mainly dry until Christmas. So smooth sailing until around Christmas, but we're still looking at a few smaller snow chances around that Christmas time right now. Current Doppler track does show some snowfall, especially here just out to our west and northwest, but notice the direction of how this is tracking. This is going to bring some lighter snow here to the northern part of the state, but for us, we may just see a few flurries here and there. But that's just for what we're expecting tonight and into early tomorrow morning. Let's talk about snow chances near the end of the forecast, because we are running out of time before we can actually call it a white Christmas. We don't have a lot of snow on the ground here right now, but our future track, I'm going to show you two different models right here. The first one really doesn't show too much activity. In fact, it shows us generally staying dry with just a few flurries here in the overnight hours, Friday night into early Saturday morning. But other than that, this doesn't really show much of accumulation pretty much at all. But let me show you another model. This is still that long-range model showing a few flurries on Friday, some more snow showers here later on in the day on Saturday that will eventually start to pop up late in the day, and that could bring a little bit more snowfall into parts of Sunday. So two different models showing the same time frame, and they're pretty off right now. So right now it does look like even the National Weather Service is thinking this could shift down south and we could see a little bit more precipitation than average, or it could creep up to the north and we could be a little bit drier than average, which wouldn't bring a white Christmas to us. But right now we're right in that middle area where we're going to see some changes over these next few days. So we're going to keep a close eye out on it right now. Currently, we do have some smaller chances there for some precipitation that we really are watching out for, and most of those are going to lie towards the end of the forecast. So our extended forecast right now, it shows those smaller chances of some snow showers, a few flurries here and there. But for the most part, it's not the greatest chance right now. I know a lot of people at home are waiting for that white Christmas. That latest run from the GFS does show a little bit more promise with some snowfall, but time will tell whether we're going to see that snow reaching the ground here, and we're going to watch it every step of the way.
And we're going to keep our fingers crossed, too.
That's right. I'd love a little bit of snow here for Christmas.
We all would. All right. Thanks so much, Austin. Well, there's more to come on News 3 Now at noon. Up next, see what Howard's working on in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
Today is National Maple Syrup Day, so join us as we tap into some ideas that we know you're going to love. Get it? Tap.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Find everything you need to get your projects done right now at Menards. Skill delivers serious power and performance with the PowerCore 20-volt power system. It delivers the convenience and portability of cordless battery operation while providing advanced power and torque for the bigger jobs. Save big on our wide in-stock selection of Skill 20-volt tools. Your choice, $79.98 each after rebate. Plus, give the perfect gift with the Menards gift card.
Warm season's greetings to you all from Menards.
It's no secret, Robertson is Wisconsin's aesthetic leader, but with results this natural, patients can keep it a secret if they want. Our secret to the best skin of your life, HydraFacials. Book a free consultation to learn how HydraFacials are different at Robertson.
RHD Plumbing presents their Titletown Winter Getaway Contest. Win a 2-night stay in Green Bay's Titletown, including food, drink, and entertainment gift cards. Visit the contest page on channel3000.com and enter today.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-day challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
You protected our rights, preserved our freedom. You may have even risked your life for us. Now, it's our turn to fight for you. Your local Wisconsin emergency, energy, and housing assistance providers, and the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund reward the service of our veterans with rental and energy support in their time of crisis. Apply today to get the fresh start you've earned.
With Christmas just around the corner and all the last-minute excitement going on, we almost forgot that today is National Maple Syrup Day. So to celebrate, how about having waffles, pancakes, or French toast dripping with, you guessed it, maple syrup. By the way, make sure you don't get maple syrup mixed up with pancake syrup, which doesn't even have real maple syrup in it. To make things even more special, we came up with a recipe for streusel top maple muffins that are ideal for serving today, and the recipe is perfect to have on hand right through the end of the year. We start by making a basic muffin recipe from scratch. The difference with these is that they're laced with a good amount of real maple syrup. Then we top each one with our homemade streusel topping before popping them in the oven. When the whole house smells amazing, you'll know they're done. Imagine serving these on Christmas morning while the family opens their presents, or New Year's morning while everyone's trying to open their eyes. To get the recipe so you can celebrate this fun food holiday, head over to our website and type in Morning Maple Muffins. I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a maple-licious way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
And And let's take a final look now at our forecast. Austin?
It's looking pretty good for the rest of today. The winds have calmed down. We're seeing very average temperatures. Today's just pretty much an average late fall, early winter day. And that means we're going to see those lower 30s. More and more cloud cover will sneak through over these next few hours. A few flurries are going to be a possibility later tonight and into early tomorrow morning.
And thanks for joining us this afternoon. We'll be back here again at 4.